So very good evening everyone to the stream, welcome to Oslo. We're shortly about to get underway from Oslo to Trondheim. Evening Oliver, hello, welcome. So just going to quickly get set up for our flight from Oslo to Trondheim. Got some ATC as well today, again, so yeah, we'll just get ready for that flight. Hello, good evening. Stand 44. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and get our clearance, so I'll just be one moment. Steep glide slope, yeah. We're just going to go and get clearance. Oslo approach, good evening, North Shuttle 762, stand 44, information Papa 737-800, request IFR clearance to Trondheim.
Sorry, is that 62 Charlie or just 62?
762 Charlie, my apologies, we had to change call, so.
Model 762 Charlie, hello, clearance to Venice, lives out 4 Charlie, climb 7000, squawk 1670.
Thank you, cleared to Trondheim, New South 4 Charlie departure, initial climb 701670 in the box, North Shuttle 762 Charlie.
So 62 Charlie, reback, correct.
And North Shuttle 762 Charlie, stand 44, request push and start please.
762 Charlie, push that QNH 1002.
Pushback and start approved, QNH 1002, North Shuttle 762 Charlie.
And ground, cockpit. Go ahead, Captain. We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Right in there, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Release parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Brakes off, here we go.
set and pressure's normal.
Okay, sir. Tow bar is on. Pin is out. Watch the pin on the right.
Model 941, these are flight 7 and 9 0.
Watching for the pin and the release from
Ja, det är minus 079 ton.
we'll see you guys next time through.
And approach, social 940, ready for business path at gate 18. Model 940, person started route without any turns, QNH 1002. Please had approved of that in the curse, and QNH 162, and no central 940.
No show 762 Charlie, request taxi please.
Model 762 Charlie Juliet Sierra, holding point 19 left.
Juliet Sierra, holding point, runway 19 left, no shuttle 762 Charlie.
Model 904 direkt tidplan. Model 941. Model 941 will ready 5000 QNH 1002. Your number 2 for the approach. Ready down flag start QNH 1002. Model 941. Version 941, sorry, you're quite unreadable now. Something's changed in the last few minutes, it seems.
Yeah, approach no shuttle 762 Charlie. I think V-Pilot just crashed. There's been a few different errors and bugs with it.
762 Charlie, roger.
Shuttle 762 Charlie, approaching Bravo 8, fully ready.
Shuttle 762 Charlie, line up and wait, 19 left.
Line up and wait, 19 left, no Shuttle 762 Charlie.
What's the approach, no Shuttle 941 radio check? 941 radio 5. Thank you. Oslo approach, good evening. North Shuttle 941 Alpha with you. QNH 1002 info Papa. Passing flight level 15. Inbound GMA 447, 18 miles. North line for 1 Alpha, hello, squawk 1156. Could you please read my squawk, Oslo approach, North Shuttle 941 Alpha? North 762 Charlie, winds 200 degrees, 1 knots, 19 left, clear takeoff.
19 left, clear for takeoff, North Shuttle 762 Charlie.
North Shuttle 941 Alpha, squawk 1156. 1156, North Shuttle 941 Alpha, thank you. Model 941 to cloud transition, descend accordingly, clear 9S 19 left. So according to transmission and transmission listen, and the clear left personally 19 left.
Shuttle 762 Charlie airborne, passing 3000.
Model 762 Charlie, hello. Identify 3000, climb flight level 210.
Thank you very much. Climb flight level 210, North Shuttle 762 Charlie.
Approach, god kväll. Model 941 Alpha, identify level 126. Descend flight level 90, direct Titla. Expect 19 left. North Shuttle 941 Alpha. Approach. North Shuttle 941 Alpha, sorry, direct Titla. Flight level 90 for runway 19 left. Thank you. Approach North Range 940, ready for taxi. North Shuttle 940, taxi Golf November, holding point correction. Taxi left runner to Yankee, Papa Sierra, holding point 19 left. Taxi left on to Yankee View, and Papa and Sierra to holding point 19 left. North Shuttle 1940. And this approach, good evening, North Shore 140 requesting aircraft clearance down to Nice. Oslo 762 Charlie, I clear direct to Vevolt.
To Vevolt, thanks. North Shore 762 Charlie.
North 140, hello, clearance to Nice. Via 4 Charlie, departure climb 7000, squawk 0042. Via 4 Charlie, departure 1 and left, and you should climb 7000, squawking 0042 for North Shore 140. 140, is that correct? Shuttle 941 Alpha, when ready, cleared 5000, QNH 1002. When ready, cleared 5000, QNH 1002, North Shuttle 941 Alpha. Oslo 762 Charlie, Unicorn 128, sir.
122 decimal 8, thank you. North Shore 762 Charlie. Okay folks, that is us over to Unicom, going up to 31,000 feet for our very short flight to Trondheim, and we'll be landing in the next, let's see, we'll be landing in the next 38 minutes. We do have ATC on at Trondheim too, so we've got plenty to go. Yeah, just another 30 minutes all of that, so not long at all. $214 miles, and then after that we're going to Bergen. After that. Just get some charts up on the laptop for our arrival into Trondheim. So we should be looking at the ILS Zulu approach for runway 275, the Zilda transition. Let's see what the route looks like on our navigation display. So we've got that Rotga, Vevod, Rotga, then the Zildu transition in. There's a lot of terrain around Trondheim, so it's about 3,600 feet hills and mountains just around this part here where that dog leg is. So that's to avoid the terrain, and that takes us on a continuous descent to avoid it. So yeah, 200 miles to go. Not too long really. And we'll just get some ILS info. Total flight for the Trondheim flight is about 250. So yes, EasyJet inside the cockpit Monday. Please keep an eye out for it, folks. I have some footage in the ITV documentary on EasyJet, so it should be either this Monday or next Monday. There's a few seconds of footage from Newcastle Airport that I filmed, so keep an eye out for it. I think it's Tromsø. Tromsø's that little bit further up north. Okay, let's see. Transition altitude 7,000 feet. Course 267. Temporary procedure, category C 303. .09.9. Total descents in 76 miles, so yeah, not long to go. Got the stream on the TV again, dear me, that is popular. Yeah, 4K is not the way I'm going at the moment, unfortunately. Right folks, I am just going to go and quickly grab my tea from downstairs, so I shall be one moment. So this is your captain speaking after a very nice dinner. So yeah, it was very nice indeed. Fish finger sandwich? I don't think so. You can learn to fly on Vatsim if you click on the link in the description, and it gives you all the relevant information that you need to know. So, yep. Can you get a drink of alcohol? Most definitely not. No. Not on this flight. That's restricted to crew only, I'm afraid, so, yeah. You should give it up. It's bad for you. Got some ATC folks, here we go. Approach, good evening. No shuttle 762 Charlie, information Alpha, passing flight level 140.
No shuttle 762 Charlie, wireless approach, good evening, identified flight level 140. Descend 1,000 feet, direct Exilda, expect ILS runway 27.
10 to 7,000 feet, direct to Exilda and expect ILS runway 27. Thanks. No shuttle 762 Charlie.
No shuttle 762 Charlie, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1005.
6,000 feet, 1005. Thanks. No shuttle 762 Charlie.
Slash 15, wireless approach, good evening, state your intentions. Request direct to Silas, runway and send over 27 in use for the low approach. Flash 15. Flash 15, Roger, expect vector Silas, 27 for low approach. Excellent, vector Silas, 27 for low approach, and so called Flash 15. Flash 15 is squawk 1515. So 1515, flash 15. Flash 15, turn left heading 125 and descend flight level 100. Descend 125, descend to flight level 100, flash 15. Virtual 762 Charlie, descend 4,000 feet via Exilda transition, clear ILS approach 27. Report established.
Descend 4,000 feet via the Exilda transition, cleared ILS 27, will co no shuttle 762 Charlie. And fully established North Shuttle 762 Charlie.
North Shuttle 762 Charlie, contact tower 119.4, safe landing.
119.4, thanks North Shuttle 762 Charlie. Good evening, North Shuttle 762 Charlie, ILS 27.
Shuttle 762 tar good evening, the wind is 290 degrees, 14, runway 27, clear to land.
27 clear to land, thanks North Shuttle 762 Charlie. And vacating Alpha 5, now shuttle 762 Charlie.
Now shuttle 762 Charlie, taxi to stand 32.
Stand 3-2, thanks, now shuttle 762 Charlie.
Good evening, Flash 15, established LSM 27, request for approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome to Trondheim Airport, and that was all very good. We landed, we're down, and welcome. So we'll just get this bull bird all ready, get the passengers off. Just a plane there about to do some low approach, so yeah. Cabin crews, disarm doors for arrival, and cross-check. You missed the whole thing. Well, we've got another flight coming up to Bergen, so stay tuned. We're going to go to Bergen now. Got 39 odd people watching, so, well, you're not odd. 39 as in an odd number, so hello to all of you. We're just going to go to Bergen now, as I say. So I'm just going to get the flight plan and everything ready for that, but yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. I'll let you watch this guy do a low approach. It's supposed to be an F-16, but he's shown it was a business jet, so. Just going to file this flight. Just going to get the next one ready. There we go, he's done a low approach and go around. That was very quick. Right, just getting the fuel and everything ready for our next flight. So, let's see, we're going to have payload 54.1, then takeoff fuel 5.3, Just load our next flight. Call sign no shuttle 167. Well, you can replay it by clicking on the stream, so you can have a look at it for yourself. You just go onto the stream, rewind, just drag the bar along, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, we'll just pre-file this flight. Going to disconnect from Vatsim, then reconnect. Okay, let's get prepared for our flight to Bergen now. Right, I need to give ATC a call up to get our clearance, I reckon. Okay folks, we're just going to get our clearance now from Trondheim Tower, and we'll just go ahead and do that. We're pretty much all set up, I think, so we'll get going in just a minute. Doors closing.
Running toward platform 5, joining final runway 27, request touch and go. Yeah, platform 5, minus star request range check. Yeah, radio 5 now, platform 5. Okay, so about waiting, platform 5, okay, touch and go. Hold it off, on my heading, climb 5,000 feet. 27 clear touch and go, when I'm on flight and heading, climb to 5,000 feet, platform 5.
Hello again, no shuttle 167, stand 32, information Bravo, we're 737. Request Alpha clearance to Bergen, please.
So no shuttle 162, wireless. Tower, good evening, clear to Bergen.
Sorry Tower, you broke up just at the very start of your sentence, so you broke up there, no shuttle 167.
Shuttle 7, you get to Bergen, Oslo 1 Bravo departure, climb 6,000 feet, squawk 5410.
Thank you, clear to Bergen, Oslo 1 Bravo departure, runway 27, initial climb 6,000, squawk 5410, and request push and start please, no shuttle 167.
No shuttle 167, revert is correct, push and start is approved, QNH 1005.
Push and start approved, QNH 1005, thanks, no shuttle 167.
And ground, cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Release parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Flash 151, passing 1,500 feet from heading. Flash 15, contact approach 118.6, have an S5. Switching to approach Victor 118.60. Thank you much, see you next time, so long, Flash 15. Wireless Tower, good evening, with the 176 wireless tower edition ILS, runway 27. With 1761 wireless tower, good evening, runway 27, wind 27, correction 290, guys, on Thomas, you have Kessler. You can land runway 27 with the 1761.
No shuttle 167, request taxi please.
No shuttle 167, taxi holding point, runway 27 via Yankee.
Taxi holding point, runway 27 via Yankee, no shuttle 167. No shuttle 167, holding Alpha 8 and ready for departure.
No shuttle 167, after the landing A320, line up and wait behind.
After the landing was A321, line up and wait behind, no shuttle 167.
Runway vacated with 017. With 1761, welcome to Rennes, taxi by Yankee, 31. Taxi by Yankee 731 with 1761. Shuttle 167, wind is 2 miles, 0 degrees, 14 knots, runway 27, you're clear for takeoff.
27 clear for takeoff, no shuttle 167.
V1, rotate. V2.
Shuttle 167, contact approach 118.6, have a nice flight.
Approach 118.6, thank you, no shuttle 167, good night. Approach hello again, no shuttle 167, passing 2,600.
No shuttle 167, rise approach, good evening, identified 3,000 feet, climb flight level 1, climb by SID to flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, thanks, no shuttle 167.
No shuttle 762, turn left heading 300, clear LS approach, runway 27, report established. Left 300, clear approach 27, block down, no shuttle 762. No shuttle 167, clear direct Oslo.
Direct to Oslo, thanks, no shuttle 167.
Shuttle 762, establish wireless station. Shuttle 762, contact tower 119.4, step. 1.4, Shuttle 762, goodbye. Shuttle 167, no further ATC available, Monday Unicom 122.8.
122.8, no shuttle 167. Thanks, good night. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's us airborne. Climbing up to 32,000 feet to Bergen, and we should be landing in 50 minutes time. Yeah, enjoy your pint, mate. Enjoy. Think of us stuck here when you're having your second pint. So yeah, take care. It sounds like a plan. So we're probably going to do one more flight after this, folks. We're probably going to do one more to Oslo. So we'll land in Bergen, then we'll fly Bergen to Oslo, and call it a night after that, I think. Don't play like that soon. Yeah, they are nice, I have to say. It's just a nice way to spend the evening. Just a quick little flight somewhere. Maybe a couple of in a different country or different place, but yeah, it's nice. How do you get the cockpit looking so realistic? Well, the wind's playing havoc at the moment. We're getting a bit of turbulence with the wind changing direction. Basically, with the cockpit looking so realistic, it's the PMDG add-on, so it is very realistic. But the actual setup itself is exclusive to Virtual Norweigan, so the setup on this is a config for the way their aircraft operate, and that's what I'm using. So yeah. Have you ever done London to Las Vegas? No, I haven't, and I have no plans of doing so. So I am quickly going to go downstairs, and in a real aircraft it does not sound like this. It's still climbing, so obviously it's on a higher thrust setting. And yes, it does sound like this, and I've flown enough in a 737-800 to know what it sounds like. So in another 1,700 feet you'll notice a massive difference because the engines will decelerate. So, you know, you use more thrust to climb. It's the same as going up a hill in a car. You put your foot down on the accelerator more to get up the hill. The engine is a little bit louder because it requires that extra bit of performance to get up. Once you're on the straight and level, then you require less accelerator. It's the same with the plane, you know, it's no different. Right, I am going to go and get a cup of tea, folks. I shall be back in 5 minutes' time. Rightio folks, I am back. Cup of tea in hand and a few biscuits to go with it. So, we are all set to land in Bergen, I think. Pretty much anyway. Typically British, my friend. A cup of tea and a good old biscuit to go dunking in it. Nothing so typically English as a good old evening cup of tea. Well, supposedly it should be in the afternoon along with a cream scone, I suppose. Technical irregularities don't permit that, so we'll just have it the now, I reckon. So, has anyone been up to much today? Anything interesting? I haven't really. The weather hasn't been that great here, so not much you can do. And a fruit scone. Oh yeah, clotted cream and jam fruit scone. Lovely. Or an Eccles cake. Even better. Sitting here watching the news, yeah, there's not much to see on the news. It's all doom, gloom, death, destruction. Yeah, nothing much positive. Welsh cakes, yes. I've just been planning my holiday for next year. I'm going to back to North Wales again. We used to in the past go up to Carnarvon Way in North Wales and Conwy and Holyhead, so going near Chester next year, so yeah, it should be good. Spotted dick and custard, no. I'll be honest, everyone goes on about that as being a nice pudding. I mean, you can get it from Sainsbury's and whatnot, but to me it's just sponge and a few currants, you know, to me it's nothing fancy. But yeah, not to worry. Went to Lucas. Oh, very nice. Yeah, it's quiet up at Lucas at the moment. Well, it was the last time I went past anyway, but aye, not to worry. I was there because I had a funeral to go to in Glenrothes at the beginning of the year. So I was going from Aberdeen down through Glenrothes, and I ended up taking a diversion across to St Andrews and then across to Lucas. But no, it was very quiet, unfortunately. What has he tweeted this time? Yeah, that's why it's best just to turn it off. I mean, at the end of the day, for, you know, psychologically and everything, it doesn't do us any good to continuously, you know, be looking at it. To be honest, it's nothing positive, unfortunately. But yeah, it's good sometimes just to have a bit of sanity, look at something else, take an interest in something you're interested in, a hobby or something like that. Put some time and attention on that. Far better for the mind and far better for your psyche as well. So yeah, better in the long run. I don't know, and I don't particularly care. As I say, it's not something I get involved in. Looking at the news, having debates about it. So, yes, F-15s. Yeah, with exercise Saxon Warrior. I mean, I've been at work the whole week, so we've had a lot of low-level stuff. Tornadoes here, Northumberland, Hawks, Typhoons. We had a couple US Marine Corps F-18s over the other day as well. That was nice. But yeah, other than that, it's been quite quiet for the exercise. Actually, we've had yeah, had more in the past. It is completely to blame for the hysteria, and quite honestly, it's responsible for a lot of the untruths and the they call it fake news, but you know, any news is fake news in some cases. It's not actually factual until days or weeks or after the event. So yeah, not too worried. As that one song goes, always look on the bright side of life. Right, I'm just going to get some charts up. What do I do for a living? Self-employed, gardening, house maintenance, roofing maintenance, window cleaning, pretty much everything. So, jack of all trades, master of none, and yeah, it's a job I enjoy. Always outside in the fresh air. So yeah, it's great. I love the fact everyone says, how can you afford it? It costs so much, because some of us have, you know, earn a living, have worked for years. So you know, if you're able to afford a car, if you're able to afford so many things, then you know, 70-80 quid on a plane isn't actually that much once you save up for it. So if you go to work, you might find out. So on the look for the big 2-0s. Ah, yes. It should be. It's off the east coast of Aberdeen at the moment, and the two resupply aircraft, the C2 Greyhounds, have been going to and fro with supplies up there. I've been watching them. So yeah, that should be going over the east coast. Over the east coast. If it went over the east coast, you'd really know that the US Navy had developed the USS Enterprise. But yeah. Massive. It was actually quite nice. I don't know if anyone saw it, but it did a little rendezvous with the HMS Queen Elizabeth, which is in the North Sea, just down from Invergordon, conducting sea trials at the moment, and they rendezvoused the USS George Washington, is it? And HMS Queen Elizabeth, and it was nice actually. It's nice to see how large. I mean, I've followed the construction of the new aircraft carrier in this country, in Rosyth, since it was first started, and whenever I go over the Forth Road Bridge, I was always you know, looking at it and seeing what progress there was, and getting a few photos now and then. But size wise, it's just interesting to see that we actually have a carrier that's on par with the Americans. It's not as big, but it's on par compared to any other carrier we've had, so it's very interesting. And the second one in Rosyth is already underway, so it's good to see. Bush, yeah, I knew it was one of them. Roll 76, very nice, very nice. The illustrious, the Invincible class even, HMS Ark Royal. That was an impressive, very impressive ship, but I don't know, just something nice about the smaller Invincible class that I liked, but yeah. Yeah, I managed to get quite a few decent pictures. Typically, whenever I was going up with my brother up to the west coast when he was driving, not me. Obviously, when I was driving, I couldn't get a photo. But the times he was driving, I'd just take my camera out as we were going over the Forth Row Bridge and get a few shots of the shipyard, and it was amazing just to see the development. So yeah, it's good, like it's good. Yeah, there's plenty over in the US, plenty over there. Although here in this country we maintain it's quality, not quantity. Let's have a look. I think so, yes. Hello. Well, it's interesting to see, yeah, the Phantoms and Buccaneers, yes, good old. We've got a Phantom as the Gate Guardian for RAF Boomer here. So, it's one of the ex-Royal Navy ones as well. But, aye, impressive. I love the whole transition from what it was, the old Cat and Traps, to VTOL. I think that was an amazing transition. And yeah, really, really interesting. The Minesweeper, very nice. You went on a lake in a rowing boat once. Went on the Type 45 HMS Duncan when that was conducting sea trials, and it came into Sunderland at the time, and that was impressive to see. Right, time to get the ILS info put in. Those little bleeps you can hear, it's basically VPilot is unable to replicate a certain model matching for a plane that's landing in Bergen as well, so it's struggling to find one at the moment. It's traffic departing Bergen there, just on TCAS. No conflict though. Yes, that's true. do use some Aerosoft software, but it's primarily scenery really, but nothing in terms of aircraft. Scandinavian coming into Bergen at the same time as us as well. Oh goodness me, I think ScotRail82, our moderator, has joined. Any free airports? Well, no, flight tampa's not free, it's pay away. So if you want to pay away, you pay for it. There are free airports. If you go to freewarescenery.net, there are some great freeware sceneries available. So if you go there, and yeah, it depends where you want. Some are more detailed than others. Overall, there's some really good scenery out there. You just need to have a look for it, really. No worries mate, good of you to join briefly, thank you. We're just about to land in Bergen actually, so yeah, you joined us at a good time. That's good of you, thank you very much. Everyone is being so polite, so civil, it's, yeah. Are you Norwegian? Yes, we are Norwegian indeed. If you look at the thumbnail, it says Norwegian. If you look at the title, it says Norwegian. If you look at the description, it says Norwegian. If you look at the route we're on, it says Norwegian. If you look at the plane on the outside there, it says Norwegian, so yes, we're Norwegian. Ah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Did you come from Northumberland? Yes, indeed. Do you see up ahead that flashing light there? That's a Scandinavian just coming in to land to Bergen, and he's coming from Oslo. That's where we're going to fly to next. So he's landing from Oslo and we'll be going back there. We can do a quick weather update. Okay, we're just going to descend in sequence with this Scandinavian, just position ourselves behind. Okay, so he's just our right hand side. You can see just 900 feet below there, so I'm just going to position behind. For some reason it looks like he's frozen or he's paused. Oh no, he's back now. He's just started descending again. No, I'm doing one more flight, mate. I'm doing one more to Oslo. It was originally going to be the last flight, but just thought I'd do Oslo as well. It's a nice flight to finish off on. Okay, that's just captured the low flies a Scandinavian just up ahead of us, just established. We're just going to come back on our speed a little bit. Why do you just use one FMS? Because that's all you use. You only use one FMS. Captain on the left hand side uses his FMS, and the first officer uses his FMS. We don't require first officer's displays, nor the FMS, and for frames purposes it's easier just to turn them off. So yeah. Come right back on the speed. That Scandinavian's going far slower, or he keeps pausing, I'm not too sure. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. Gears coming down. Okay, we're in our landing config now, so that's us all set. Flaps 15, don't need much higher than that, we are fairly light, so I'm just going to continue with that. Just need to hope this Scandinavian expedites. We're landing in Bergen, and then our next flight is to Oslo. Yeah, you came at a good time, just as we're about to land. That's good timing. So if you've just joined us as we're about to land, hello. We are just following a Scandinavian 737 that's in front of us. Just there on TCAS, you can see him there. That's him there, 1,000 feet below us. We're just following him. We've got 5.5 miles to run. Passing 1,400 feet with a speed of 160 knots. Okay, I have control of the aircraft, here we go. Just waiting for that Scandinavian to vacate to the right, so just waiting for him. Probably get a late. We'll be landing as soon as he vacates. There, I can see him vacating to the right, that's perfect.
400. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Just going to roll to the next. Whoa, a bit too fast. Can we make it? Way high. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, very warm 16 Celsius landing. Welcome to Bergen Airport. We're just going to follow the Scandinavian. And we're going to taxi to our stand. Reset that. I've been with BT for 3.5 years, got my internet package through them, mobile through them as well. One of the best providers I've ever used. And coverage is brilliant up here, and internet speed second to none. It's great. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check for arrival please. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Bergen. Right, we'll file the flight plan and then get straight underway to where are we going? Oslo, that's it. So I'll just file this flight plan. Touchdown rate of -161. That's pretty good. Right, next flight. So our next call sign is no shuttle 637. Just going to reconnect to Vatsim with our new call sign, get the fuel in, and we'll head off to Oslo. Flight level 310. Just going to download the flight plan for this flight. Okay, fuel for our flight is going to be 4.5 tons. Just double check that. 4.5. Payload 54.8. Gross weight 59.2. Yeah, that's it. Flight level 310. Right. Right, well, pretty much set up, ready to go, folks. So it'll just be 1 more minute and then we'll get push and start. So, yeah, we're all looking good.
And ground, cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Okay, let's go.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Release parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Brakes off, here we go.
And we've got ATC on in Oslo too, so we'll have that when we land. Okay, and we are ready to taxi. Let's go. So we don't require a full-length departure, so we're going to take an intersection departure. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Left is clear, right is clear. Clear for takeoff, runway 35. And power is set, 80 knots checked.
V1.
V1.
Rotate. V2.
Positive rate, gear 1. 217 miles to go, and we'll be landing in just over 40 minutes. Feet, seatbelt signs coming off. Okay, so we're just heading up to 31,000 feet, folks. I'm just off to get a quick drink. How about that? Alright folks, we've got some ATC coming up, so here we go.
Oslo approach, good evening, Olympic 306 with you. What information are on board? Flight 31900 and descending 11,000. Olympic 306 Oslo approach, good evening, squawk 3475. 3475, we're squawking Olympic 306. Olympic 306, identify the flight level 310. Descent flight level 90, and we can expect ILS runway 19 left. Oslo approach, Baltic 152, request headed check please. 9,000 and expecting ILS 19 left, Olympic 306.
Oslo approach, good evening, North Shuttle 637 information, Alpha, flight level 310.
Oslo 67, Oslo approach, good, god kveld. You identified flight level 310, distance flight level 100, cleared on the Adobe 3 mic arrival, and expect ILS runway 198.
Thank you, cleared for the Adobe 3 mic arrival, ILS 19 right, descent flight level 170, North Shuttle 637.
Olympic 306, clear direct unit. Oslo approach Olympic 306, say again please. Olympic 306, clear direct unit, Lima, Uniform November, India, Papa. Lima, Uniform November, India, Papa, Olympic 306. German cargo 59 Delta, Mother go 123 days, have enough flights. Unicom, German cargo 59 Delta, thank you, bye-bye. LN-223, requesting person start. LN-223, person start up approved, QNH 1001. Person start approved 1001, LN-223. Virtual about 152, stand 43, 137,300, express record and stall Bergen. Power station calling, second call sign. Baltic 152. Baltic 152, you're cleared to destination airport by the massive 5 Charlie departure. Flying to 7,000 feet, squawk 3221. Again, please squawk. Baltic 152, squawk 3221. Go to Riga Master 5 Charlie departure, runway 19 left, ignition 1,000 feet and squawk 3221, Baltic 152. Baltic 152, is that correct? Marshal 3 West, fully understand fire right. Marshal 3 West, Roger, wind 223 5 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land. Advance 19 right, Marshal 3 Scanner 223, requesting taxi. Scanner 223, taxi wide Golf on November, holding point under 1 mile right. Also under 1 mile right, Scanner 223. I will please Juliet to get it wire, guys. Visual 3 Juliet, taxi, taxi wire hotel and Yankee stand 22. Delta Yankee stand 22, Visual 3 Juliet. Scanner 223, line up and 1 mile right. Line up 1 mile right, Scanner 223.
Ocean 637, request to send, please.
More shuttle 637, descent shuttle 100.
Send 100, no shuttle 637. Scanner 223, wind 220 degrees, following up, 1 mile right, okay, takeoff.
Takeoff sceneyr 223. Scanning 223. Scanning 223, identified 2,600 feet, current flight level 210, direct normal. Direct normal, and 210, scanning 223. Shuttle 637, direct Barbad, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1001.
Thank you, direct to Bava, down to 5,1001, North Shuttle 637.
Scandinavian 223, manufacturing command to 2008, halva. You can also tell us my halva Scandinavian 223. Marshall 637, clear ILS 7 right.
Clear ILS 19 right, Marshall 637.
Olympic 306, clear direct, loud descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1001. Direct Hitler, down to 5,000 from QH 100 and on 06. Norwegian 637, wind 1-0 degrees, 3 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
19 right, clear to land, no shuttle 637.
Wind peak 306, the transition clear LS, runway 19 left.
LS, runway 19 left.
Hello, the gentleman is participating in the middle of boarding time, Captain 5. So the next flight to Riga flight time is approximately 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now we prepare for push start and taxi to runway. Thank you for attention, thank you for language our about. Last station calling, say again. I guess not, then.
Good evening, Baltic 160, ready check please.
Baltic 160, 85 by 5.
85 by 5, to Baltic 160.
No shuttle 637 vacated Alpha 3.
Shuttle 67, yeah, taxi via Mike, Victor and Romeo to stand 85.
Mike, Victor, Romeo, stand 85. Thank you, no shuttle 637.
Olympic 306, wind 1 mile 80 degrees, T knots under 1 mile left, clear land.
1 liner fleet to land, Olympic 306. Approach Olympic 206 is going around.
Olympic 306, Roger. Climb, Olympic 306, climb 4,000 feet and turn left heading 100.
4,000 feet and please stay heading again for Olympic 306.
Olympic 306, turn left heading 100.
10 to the left 100.
Oslo approach, Baltic 160, we engage full information path on board for clearance to Riga, ready to copy.
Baltic 160, clear to Riga by the Masev 5, Charlie departure, climb 7,000 feet, squawk 1101.
Squawk 101, clear to Riga 12, can you please again my seat for departure?
Baltic 160, depart 5 Masev 5, Charlie, Mike Alpha Sierra, Echo Victor 5, Charlie departure.
Master 5 Charlie, departure about 160, and what's the runway for departure we can expect? About 160.
Baltic 160, as I said, Master 5 Charlie departure. That departure is only for 1 mile left, so you can expect 1 mile left for departure.
1 mile left, Master 1 Charlie, departure Baltic 160, thank you. Baltic 160 on gate 41, ready for push and start.
Baltic 160, push and start with pre-QNH 1001.
So everyone, that's us in Oslo, back on the ground again. The weather landing in Oslo was horrible. And as you can tell, it wasn't just me that encountered that turbulence on final. That Olympics 737's just gone around. He had exactly the same issues, wind shear and turbulence, so yeah, that was interesting. Not to worry. Anyway, that's me all done and dusted. I'll just quickly have a look at the comments. But yeah, that's us. Bit better parking, yeah. I don't like air bridges actually. I prefer air stairs. But yeah, fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Well, you've joined literally just as I'm finished. But thank you for joining. That's us done for today anyway, and I'm going to go and do a little bit of editing, have a quiet evening. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. But that's us done here. So we'll see you in the next stream. So take care everyone, thank you for watching, and we'll speak to you when we're done. So take care and have a good weekend. Bye bye.